Suara gamenya kecilin dikit. Suara aku digedein. Oke, kayaknya kegedean deh. Nah, terus coba kasih backsound. Enggak dulu deh. Backsoundnya ntaran aja. Masih gak paham. Oke. Halo guys. Hari ini kita bakal main Honkai Star Rail update terbaru. Perubahannya si dan Heng. Sebelum itu kita ada kode Reedem baru. Ntar aku taruh di deskripsi, tinggal copy paste aja. Kok tidak valid? Perasaan tadi valid deh. Apakah aku salah? Tunggu sebentar. MB6. Oh iya, salah kode. MB6N2 2TVC SQ9F. Nah, ini baru benar. Oke, dapat. Ininya dapat apa ini? Jingyuan sama Fuxuan. Oh, enggak deh. Oke, warp. Dapat ini, enggak dulu. Aku nabung sih, enggak gacha, malas. Oke.
Oh, is that a stain?
Partinya jangan yang ini party pertama. Ini ganti ini. Apa nyoba dulu ya? Nyoba dulu aja deh. Oh.
We're in trouble now.
Heaven search. Rise.
Buset, sakit banget.
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Naughty child. A thousand wonders. This fight is fun. Yeah.
Heaven search.
Oh.
Break. Grace.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Awaken dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Seize the moment. Yeah.
The strength. Heaven search. Rise.
Kelihatannya bagus kalau di trial, kalau kenyataannya nggak tahu. Boros skill point soalnya. Nah lanjut.
What is your purpose for
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jin Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins." Generalship is no trifling matter. How could I be enjoying myself? All I can do is get used to it.
I think she's enjoying herself.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as Acting General of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised. They're finally here! Yippee!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then?
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you.
Kok pakai bahasa Inggris ya? Bukannya udah aku ganti bahasa Jepang ya? Aku lupa deh. Bentar, kok Inggris? Pengaturan bahasa. Oh, belum ku download. Ice. Aku kira udah ya, nah apa-apa dah.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's Resurrection, not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. So, where should we begin? The Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's Slave. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Phantilia. When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
Ting Yun, where are you, Ting Yun?
It appears that Fantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously. That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit... Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yuko. It was all so chaotic. When Fantilia took form, it was as if Ting Yun vanished into thin air.
Ting Yun menghilang
The Cloud Knights were
kemana?
only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Ting Yun was a puppet manipulated by Fantilia. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Ting Yun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian kin. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place. And I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
Pergi ke Palace Astro, bicara dengan selanjutnya dengan rekan-rekan. Oke. Well, yeah.
Things have come to a close for now. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Ting Yun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yuko.
Oke.
Well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we... no way! Everything good has come our way due to our hard work. I'm not letting them take any of the credit. It may seem like the Stellaron Hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy. Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past? I was shy. Talking of when you're free, let's go hit up the divination committee.
Cuan. Naruh itu Daneng kemana Daneng? Daneng. Daneng kok hilang? Lah. Danengnya nggak ada ya. Bicara dengan rekanku hilang satu. Oh ini.
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape, I left so determined. I'll be gone very soon. Jing-Yuan is still recovering, and the Cloud Knights won't protect me anymore. But at least for now, I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyat. It seems I won't be able to cast off Danfang's negative card. If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
Huh? Go. Wanna spar? Wanna spar?
Udah semua, lanjut. Kuyukong dulu berarti.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
I just bought a new star skill for my badge.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests.
I shall take my leave. On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Lapor from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise?
Nah, itu yang kita pertanyakan. Tingyun yang asli di mana?
Madam Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Tingyun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Tingyun from the Lord Ravager who partly can still hardly believe it. I'd like to ask you all to witness this. I've instructed Yan Ming to sort through Tingyun's belongings. I hope you can...
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madam Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you.
Bereskan barang-barang Tingyun.
You always did say that I like to gossip. And here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is.
Oke, kita lihat apa saja.
Annie Cassider's seal. A small box. Looks like some kind of antique.
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yanming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yanming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting Yun.
I remember asking her for one at the time. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yanming got? We should take a look.
Aku mau lihat
This
busur.
bow. It's a good bow. Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here. I can't cook to save my life. I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again?
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I seen that name before?
Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
Buset, banyak banget. Berikan kepada Meng Ming. Pada Meng Ming. Meng Ming yang mana coba?
I've never attended a memorial.
Oh, ini
The
Ming Ming.
Sleepless Earl.
Oh, Ming Ming.
Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you... Oh! This is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels, one that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today?
Meninggoy, Miss Ting Yun meninggoy.
Yes. Now that the crisis has been averted and the ports are resuming operations, Miss Ting Yun has been dispatched on business with the Skyfaring Commission out to other worlds.
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. Well, hold on a sec. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend. Seeing as she can't enjoy it right now, I'll have to invite...
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
The Lapor is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Ngomong sama siapa? Upacara jalan tiba di Aurum Alley. Ngomong sama ini Kak Kinci.
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? Isn't that the place on Aurum? It's the main commercial street in the Exalt. Tourists fresh off. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a...
Ini mah baru kah? Iya, kayaknya mah baru. Kenapa Genshin nggak ada gini ya? Langsung beli semuanya gitu.
Spice is supreme. Check out that sign. Here it is.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today? Something from Miss Ting Yun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. Ugh, a sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how... Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of whistling flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right?
Halo?
This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? Forget it. It was our chili oil beef offal stew.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun...
What brings you here? This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helmmaster, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Tingyun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Tingyun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou... I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me, those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, Please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Ting-Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yanming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting-Yun gifted others in the past, but I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting-Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Thank you.
This is a gift from...
This time,
This is the tea that...
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting-Yun. I hope it is time for the soul soon.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
General, the ceremony is finished.
Not yet. I have my apologies before you leave the Lunae.
Two gifts?
Please.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
What is your purpose for
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou. I'm sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Lunae is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Lunae Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus. It could indeed be considered a souvenir of a certain variety, but not one you could find in a gift back when the Alliance was first established. The same is true of this jade abacus. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Lunae Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew. Whatever.
Wow.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances.
Yep, got it. Say no more.
Thank you for your general.
Don Hong.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling the Express and its passenger.
Himiko messaged me. She was also...
She must have been worried.
Himiko, hang on. I've got...
Fine.
Don't worry.
So soon? Also, after fighting down Hung, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. I'm worried that he still holds some grudge against me. Safe travel.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
You're back! Welt was telling me about your experiences. I'm more than I pestered Don Hung to tell me about his experiences, but alas, what could have been a magnificent saga was reduced to a few words and a grunt. Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Yes, no more Stellaron Hunter interruptions. It's time to get our original plan back on track. Our next stop is Penacony, remember? The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about when the conductor is ready.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Lanjut besok